What's going on, people? I'm gonna give it a few minutes because it's been my live streams have been doing this weird thing. If you watch it, it kind of like pixelates in the beginning. I don't know if it's net neutrality or whatever the case. It looks good to me, but this live stream may or may not be for you. However, consider this: Rebel Stay Sovereign, fellow YouTuber, might have been right. He had this theory. Mr. Rebel Stay Sovereign had this theory about how YouTubers will be the future profession. It will be like the thing, almost if you're looking at it like, the new job or whatever coming in the future. I mean, I'm paraphrasing a lot of what he said. What he was talking about, how is, it'll be seen as like influences and stuff like that will be the thing of the future. And I kind of was listening to him and I heard him and I seen where, different things were possible, But then I was watching this radio show. I don't know if it's on 106, Power 106 in Los Angeles. They were talking to this family, the Ace family, from YouTube. Ace Family Vlogs. I don't know if anybody knows Ace Family Vlogs. So Ace Family Vlogs is on this, on this radio show where they have hip hop and R&B and stuff like that. What's going on, Fury 009? And they're basically talking about, the YouTube lifestyle and the millions of viewers and stuff that they have, and, how vlogging is a lifestyle and how they had a couple of viral videos and, really discussing the business of YouTube and the business of making videos and stuff like that and all that particular stuff. So I'm sitting there thinking to myself as I'm watching this, I said, you know what? That guy, Rebel Stay Sovereign, might have been right. He might be right. This may be the future thing, as far as, jobs and things that people do, like, I don't want to say like doctors or lawyers or whatever the case may be, but being an influencer, being a YouTube personality, being a online presence, that may be the new thing, So that's why I say the title of this, Rebel Stay Sovereign, might be right. He might be right, as far as, like in the future, as far as, making money and stuff like that is concerned. This online thing, may be the big thing, maybe that next thing, like a job. It may be the next job as far as creating stuff and having a presence and really, being a thing for kids to aspire to. I have nieces and nephews who wants to do this and stuff like that. I know other young kids that want to get into, this whole online thing, and it's interesting, So like I said, that's why I'm taking the time out to say this. I don't know if you're out there watching Rebel Stay Sovereign, if you see this or whatever the case may be, but I'm starting to believe that you're right about, the whole, online, situation as far as how things, transpire or whatever the case may be, as far as this being like one of the main jobs of the future or this main business, because there's an opportunity that you can have out of this. If you get good at talking to people, if you get good at creating content, if you're somebody who's into comedy like Green Bay Wacky, or if you're somebody who's into automotive and building engines and doing things like Road King 805 Road King, shout out to you. If you're inspirational like Tosh Time or Cap 7, that's something that you can do. If you like to carve wood like Dark Matter, you're into that, or doing other fun videos and stuff like that, that's something to do. If you like Salisha Shell, you probably like Fat Wood, and you're Fat Wood Queen or something like that. You get people interested in that. If you like Helga's Pennsylvania Home Cooking Homestead, that's something that you can get into. If you like Lonely Prepper, that's something that you can get into. There's many business opportunities that come out of this, and there's countless YouTubers that carve niches, in their perspective things. There's people that do beauty tutorials. There's folks that have other stuff going on. So when I think about it, that's why I take the time out to say the man's name, because he was somebody who was really getting me to think about it. What's going on, Eggman Rocks? I appreciate you for coming through. So, it was just this theory that the man had. So, I mean, I'm not against anybody with a theory. I'm not against anybody, that has something to say. So I just looked, and when I'm seeing YouTubers, basically, not just the big stars that the Casey Neistats, the Lily Singhs, but the possibilities for anybody, to make a 6-figure income now is outstanding. It's astounding. It's just the ability to turn this into a full-fledged business, and it's not just so much on YouTube. You can go on Facebook, you can go on Twitter, you can go on Snapchat, you can go on Instagram. You could turn this thing into a full-fledged business. And Rebel Stay Sovereign was talking about how this will be one of the main jobs of the future. I say one of the main businesses, but I'm definitely starting to believe he was right. I don't even have to really go into a long live stream with this, but you know, I was just looking at different things out there, and you don't have to take my word for it or even Rebel State Sovereign's word for it. You can go out there and just find out, you know, the type of money that people are making, you know, as it pertains to, you know, this online thing. It's about understanding the business aspect of it, which I tell people, which is important. Understand the money that you can make off of it in a way to turn it into a business with merchandising and services and, you know, different, you know, tours that you can do and, you know, appearances that you can make, certain places, meetups and stuff that you can have, you know, conferences that can spawn out of it, depending on how you do your thing and work it with a team and stuff like that. This is something that's really just expanding in my mind. And I think somebody like a Rebel State Sovereign, even a Green Bay Wacky, for bringing this to my attention, you know, just really seeing the potential that's here, you know, with this online stuff, you know, just it can grow even bigger. There's conversations I've had behind the scenes about this stuff, but, you know, like I said, the man was really, you know, sparking my brain with some things. What's going on, Sizad? Appreciate you for coming through. And, you know, forgive me if this is, you know, like I said, I guess too much YouTube talk. Maybe people don't really want to talk YouTube or whatever the case may be, but for those people coming in and out, for those people that'll watch it later, replay gang. This is about a theory that Rebel State Sovereign had, how, you know, online influencers will become, you know, I guess like the new rock stars, or, you know, the new, you know, I don't know, like doctors or lawyers or something like that. They will become the new job into the future, as far as if you can, you know, maintain it and get it together and stuff like that, and really look at it from a business aspect and whatnot. And I'm starting to see where, you know, he was right in certain things, of why he might have been right, you know, different things or whatever. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say everybody's going to turn out and become a big YouTube star and everybody's going to be rich and famous. Of course not. But so many people are making six-figure incomes, you know, based off of what they're doing online, the things that the content that they create, original content, of course. You know, what's going on, Desert Pioneer? Thank you for coming through. Good evening to you. Yes, I'm feeling better, a little bit better for those, you know, that kid. I have my oranges or whatever the case may be, my orange slice. I have some halls in my mouth. That's why I'm not eating the oranges just of yet. But like Click said, gotta get some vitamin C. But that's a side note. You know, back to the message at hand. The message at hand is just realistically thinking about what Rebel State Sovereign was talking about, how, you know, being an influencer, online influencer, maybe the new thing, the next thing moving into, I guess you want to say, this 21st century, you know. You know, I feel like quoting Kanye, you know, in the 21st century, doing something mean to it. Nah, but anyway, no one YouTuber should have all that power. Nah, excuse me. I'm on a rant, but not. It's just interesting because, like I said, the opportunities are there, and I tell people it's a slow build. What's going on, Roland Homestead and Wild Edibles? Appreciate you for coming through. It's a slow build. It's a slow build to whatever this will become and whatever will happen in the future, whatever the case may be. And Rebel, I appreciate you. I listen. People may not think that I'm listening to them when they talk sometimes, you know, even if it's in the private chat. I hear people, you know, I see things, you know, whispers come, you know, so, and I know there's people out there that's really making money off this and doing some beautiful things. Shout out to the people out there, you know, that are taking this YouTube thing to the next level. Shout out to those people that are about to take it to the next level, you know, i.e. the Tosh Times of the world, the Roll Kings of the world, you know, folks that's really about to, you know, go to the stratosphere if they want to take it there, you know. So it inspires me, and this is just part of the conversations that some of us have behind the scenes about how serious this YouTube thing is. Or even when you go back to a Dark Matter, I know he's not watching, you know, he's probably not going to watch, I don't know, but he did say something about how there's a lot of opportunities still on YouTube, and I agree with Dark Matter on that. You know, there's still a lot of opportunities here on YouTube. Hey, Llama Monster, appreciate you for coming through. This is just me having a late night live stream, I guess before the 12 o'clock midnight hour. You know, you kind of know what it is. YouTube made out of people of the 13th generation, Generation X. Well, I am Generation X, I guess. I don't know if you want to say of the 13th generation, but the generation, you know, of blessings and peace, I guess, is the 14th generation. I don't know. Rebel State Sound have much respect on my part, the master. Statistics. Yeah, Rebel State Starvin is definitely a cool individual. He's into the, you know, whole, you know, I guess statistics of it, Bitcoin, you know, other revolutionary stuff. He's really, you know, into, you know, how to make the viral videos and all that other stuff. You know, shout out to you, Llama Master. Shout out to Sis Dad. Everybody else is in here. You know, why am I talking about Rebel State Sovereign? Because Rebel State Sovereign is definitely, you know, a great supporter of the community. Eggman rocks. I see you out there. If I haven't acknowledged you, he's definitely a great supporter of us, the community. He's definitely somebody, you know, who's uplifting and upbuilding and whatnot. What year was I born? I was actually born in 1980, so I'm Generation X. You know, even some people must say I'm a what do you call it, a millennial. I don't know about that. I don't subscribe to that, but that's a side note. Anyway, though, yeah, the reason I bring up Rebel State Sovereign's name in this chat is because, like I said, he's somebody who really pioneers and pushes forward other YouTubers. Yeah, I'm in Eggman, I'm in. So are you in too. You in Generation X. Stop the X, you know. But anyway, you know, that's what that is. And I just had to think about it from a different perspective, you know. And I encourage people to take this whole thing serious. When you're on YouTube, whether you want to make money off of this or not, there are opportunities. There's things that would come. There's things that could afford you the ability to travel around the world. 1976. There you go, Lama Master. You in? You with us? Or maybe you latchkey generation. I don't know. But let me not get too deep into that. Anyway, here we are. You know, in this situation, in this comment, in this live stream, or whatever the case may be. You know, it's something to think about. It's something because I know there's a lot of people on here who say maybe I don't want the money, maybe this is not a big deal for me, or you know, I'll just be here for fun. And there's nothing wrong with being on here for fun. Part of the 13th warrior and the 13th shaman. You one of us. There you go. There you go. I am a warrior. I am a warrior, Eggman. Yes, I concede to the thing. I'm a warrior. I throw it up. Anyway, but for the most part, I say to anybody, you know, look at the opportunities, explore your options when it comes to this whole YouTube thing, and realize that, you know, this is something that in the future a lot of people will make money off of and are making money off of now. You know, nah, it's all good, Eggman. It's all good. We warriors trip sometime. You know, but for the most part, you know, I encourage people just to see, you know, the potential that comes with being able to create your own original content and speak to an audience and really influence them in a type of way. There's money that comes of that, you know, having people, you know, I guess follow you and take your recommendations, and sometimes they want to hear you or see the commentary that you have. It's just really about building up, understanding the business aspect, getting your production together, understanding how to market and put yourself out there in a professional way. You know, so that's just what it is. What's going on, Juice? Appreciate you for coming through. Yes, I am feeling better. I was a little bit sick earlier on in the day, Juice, but I'm doing all right now. I'm doing all right now, and I'm about to get into these oranges, you know, these orange slices right here to try to get, you know, my little vitamin C on. So that's just one of it, and I got 4 more oranges. But for the most part, when I was talking about juice, fellow YouTuber Rebel State Sovereign said how in the future this will be, Drone Wolf Media, in the future this will be, you know, like the profession, you know, orange slice. There you go. This will be, YouTubers or influencers will become like the new rock stars, you know, I guess in the 21st century. And was I skeptical? I don't know if I was all the way there, but as I looked out into the world and I saw more people doing things that were influential, uplifting, upbuilding, you know, YouTubers are already rock stars. Well, yeah, you're probably right. But I think it's going to be bigger. It's going to be bigger than what it is now. We haven't even scratched the surface of what, you know, online influencers will be. I think it'll be bigger than YouTube, you know, as it pertains to the future. I think YouTube just only scratched the surface because of the fact of how they pay, you know, online creators and influencers and stuff like that, you know, through AdSense and all the opportunities that are there. I think YouTube, you get a lot of exposure and stuff like that, but I think it's going to be even bigger than what it is now. It's going to become an insane thing. Wow. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what to say about Trump and him trying to kill the internet all the way, but you know, I think that the hat is the Pandora's out of the box or whatever. You know, Pandora's box is open, so that's not gonna be closed. What's going on, Rose Kitchen? Thank you for coming through. Appreciate you. I'm here. Time reveals. Appreciate you for coming through. I'm just back and forth. I don't want to keep repeating myself, but there was a theory. There was a man, Rebel State Sovereign. There you go. And there goes the man himself. Rebel State Sovereign. He can explain more about what he was talking about in the comments. He was talking about YouTubers and what they would become, and what the online influences would be, in the future. And I'm starting to see more and more what he's talking about. Even you, any one of you in this platform, on this chat, on this online sphere, whatever site you on, can become, a star, a business person, the next influential person, based off how serious you take this and what niche you go into and whatnot. Yeah, much respect to Rebel Stay Sovereign, and I mean this. I mean this definitely. Definitely an awesome YouTuber. Very, very influential. Very inspirational. Got a lot of crazy ideas, but he's somebody who keeps plugging away, and I admire his spirit. Go after it, go get it. And so Rebel State Sovereign is definitely somebody you should watch out for. Definitely somebody you should look into. Definitely somebody you should just take the time out to hear out. He has a lot of things going on. Sometimes I might think you're a little crazy, but sometimes they say here's to the crazy ones. Nah, I'm not like you. You got it. You got it, Rebel State Sovereign. You're really onto some things, man. You got an excitement about you. You got some things going on with you. So I do appreciate what you said. Sometimes you may think that you're talking and I'm not listening, but I am listening. I have other things in my mind going on, but when I hear you talking about YouTube, especially about YouTube and the future of, online content creation and the different things that can happen with this platform, and the different directions that it can go in, I'm definitely listening, paying attention, because I definitely see where it's the potential to become, not just rich and famous, but something where you can make a six-figure income. Where I live is a very YouTube-friendly town. Yes, Juice. Well, that's a good thing. I seen one of your vlogs where you were vlogging, Juice, and the lady was trying to get inside of your vlog or whatever, because she might have seen your celebrity or whatever the case may be. Well, I don't know what you were saying, Drone Wolf. I don't know what you mean what I was saying, but definitely, it's something to be said about being a YouTuber. I guess it's a good time to be a YouTuber, an online content creator, if you understand the opportunity, if you know where it can go, if you really want this thing really, really, really bad, seriously. And I think Rebel Stay Sovereign, he has a lot of great ideas about, where, like the influence or the future of online influences are going. So it's kind of a crazy situation, because you never think that you actually, being on your phone or your tablet or your what do you call it, your camera or whatever, would go anywhere. It's going to be bigger than Generation Z. Yes, it's going to be real big. It's interesting to see. It's almost scary, because we're only at the infancy stages. This generation lives online. Yeah, so I agree with you, Juice. So it's kind of crazy, and there's certain technologies that haven't even been released to the public yet. So just imagine when different things are released to the public, and how young kids will become, and actually imagine 4 and 5 year olds learning how to edit videos and put together social campaigns and stuff like that, and really use OBS and all this other kind of crazy stuff, and imagine just 8 and 9 year olds doing live streams and whatnot, talking about issues that mean something to them. I see the day where it will come, even though there needs to be some age restrictions on it, but some parental guidance. Who knows? But it's crazy. Amazon is shutting down Toys R Us. Sports Authority came on. Everything is online. Yeah, this is true. This is true. There's a lot going on online. It's kind of crazy, but it's a new landscape coming up. So I could definitely see where Rebel Stay Sovereign is. I'm slow in starting, but learning the right way. Yeah, no, besides that, I mean, we all need to learn some things. I mean, it's a learning curve for me understanding this whole online thing, and I've been online since I was about 15, 16. I'm still learning things and growing and whatnot in this whole online game. It's tough out here on these YouTube streets. But you kind of know what it is. You kind of get yourself and move your way. Bumblebee Junction. Not sure if they'll be able to look up from their screens long enough to host a revolution. No, that's funny. I would beg to differ, Bumblebee Junction. You'd be surprised at these young kids. You'd be surprised at what they would and wouldn't do with this platform, with this information, with all this stuff coming at this technology. You'll be surprised. I give these kids a lot more credit than you might think. Are there a lot of idiots out there? Are there a lot of fools? Yes. Most people can relate to a YouTuber better than an A-list actor, actress. Yes, this is true. This is true, and it's scary. Like I said, Rebel State Sovereign was talking about this sometime last year, and even before that. So, listen, there's something to it to be an online online, personality or online influencer or something like that. There's a lot to it. So it's kind of crazy. One day someone will be able to watch a YouTube video or movie and see something they like, and then either someone and will be able to buy that product from a video or a movie. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, listen, I don't, push past that. I mean, you may be right. If a 4-year-old start making six-figure incomes, then we need to go watch the movie Boss Baby for some advice. Listen, Fairy Devil on that. Don't put it past these youngsters, man. Do not put it past these youngsters. Do not put it past folks that are out here using this online technology. You got to understand something. These kids see us putting together videos. They see us doing live streams. They even see us doing the little drama videos. I can imagine little kids having drama videos in high school, fake bully videos, and then the principal got to step in and the cops got to get involved. All kind of nonsense got to happen. But for better or worse, our society is moving towards, online, the technology or whatever the case may be. And there's a lot of opportunities, both good and bad, that are going to come from this. There's a lot of responsibilities and, things that need to be taught, stuff that needs to be upheld, a lot of entertaining things that will happen, a lot of crazy negative things that may happen. But like I said, for better or worse, there's a future to this. This is not going away. This is the best time to become a YouTuber. Yes, Juice, this is probably the best time to become a user. It's going to get bigger. Yeah, it's going to get bigger. Some people may think that the opportunities may go away because of AdSense and all the other stuff that's going on. I'm happy we're on YouTube. I don't even have to look for subscribers anymore. The news is getting out that I'm an inspirational channel. I should be a 10K. Well, you probably will. You probably will, Cap 7. That's something that may happen. Congrats to you. Shout out to you. Shout out to all the folks out there that are doing some big things. Like I said, this is an awesome community to be a part of. It's an awesome time to be a YouTuber. I agree with you, Juice. There's so much going on. There's so much happening. There's so much, to look forward to if you go forward towards the opportunities. If you just see what's going on around you, But definitely, congrats to you. Congrats to Juice. I know Tosh Time is going to be at 40 something thousand, maybe 50 something thousand subscribers before the end of this year. Awesome channel, Tosh Time. Saying, like I said, it's, Road King, 805 Road King is going to be probably at 70 something thousand or 100,000 before the end of this year. There's so many different people that are making milestones, and there's a couple other people that are going to hit 4,000 and 5,000 and whatever the case may be. So, there's so much opportunity out there. And I do listen to what you're saying, Rebel Stay Sovereign, and I do, agree with you on a lot of things that you're saying. So, believe me, I'm just trying to get my stuff together. So, maybe one day I can say, I hit the 10K or the 100,000 mark or whatever the case may be. What's going on, Christian Janicki? Thank you for coming through. I appreciate you. But definitely, this is just me acknowledging fellow YouTuber Rebel Stay Sovereign and just some of the ideas and thoughts and things that he's been talking about. And I encourage people, check that man out. Check out Rebel Stay Sovereign. He has a lot going on his channel. He has a lot to offer to the YouTube community. A lot of inspirational things, a lot of exciting things. He's more excitement. 100 million, I hope. 100 million. Wow, anybody gets 100 million, that's crazy. That'll be a milestone right there. Imagine having 100 million subscribers. Wow. I don't even know what you say. That's more than PewDiePie. But anyway, you start where you are, And like I said, Rebel Stay Sovereign, I've been listening to you, man. I pay attention to what you're saying. I pay attention to anybody that has some great wisdom or some insight on some things, and I just look at it. Yeah, nah, definitely. Shout out to Cap 7 for, putting in that work. Shout out to anybody out there putting in that work, because I see a lot of you YouTubers, that are growing, that are making an impact in this community, Should 50K the year 2053. Nah. You'll get there sooner than that, Bumblebee Junction. But you got an awesome channel as well. I encourage people to check out Bumblebee Junction. Check out anybody, that's in here. The revolution will be televised. World social problems will be shared instantly, and movements will be started almost instantaneously to fix problems. And maybe we'll start world trade. The future is now. Hey, Rebel State, you never know. You never know. I mean, there's a lot of beautiful things that can happen, when it pertains to, this whole YouTube game. I hear on these YouTube streets, there's opportunities if you take it serious. There's so much stuff going on. There's so many things happening, and, I just take the time out to acknowledge, those things. And it's an awesome community. We're in the technology revolution now, and no one is talking about it. Yeah, definitely. Well, that's something we could definitely talk about. What's going on, Tracy? I'm doing cool. Tracer. No, I said Tracy. Tracer. Sorry about that. I shouldn't have called you Tracer. Sorry about that. It's all good. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Any video that could carry on could be you to the clouds. Yes, 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 yes. Um, it's just crazy. It's just crazy how things are going, with this whole online thing. What's going on, Mother Nature? Holla. I see you out there. Tracer, it's all good. We're just out here just having a little quick chat or whatever the case may be. I'm about to wrap it up in a few minutes soon or whatever the case may be. But just acknowledging Rebel Stay Sovereign and just some of the theories that he's had on YouTube and where it's going and the hit, like the future of online content and whatnot. Being an influencer it is a special time in as far as being a YouTuber nowadays. It is something to be said about being an online influencer and making some things happen and whatever the case may be. Taking this serious, understanding the business aspects of this whole thing, knowing that you can create a social movement or you can just create family memories or history or whatnot or upbuild the community. Wrap it up. I got beats. Yeah, take that at beats. I know. I'm about to wrap it up. It's all good. I'm about to hit the 26-minute mark, but I think I've made my point. I think I've said everything that I need to say. I thank you all for coming through. I appreciate you, Rebel Stay Starving, for coming through. The future is already here. Most YouTube videos have way more views than television shows. This, I do agree with Juice. I definitely agree with you on that. So there's a future in this thing. The future is now. There's a lot going on. I don't know about Ringmaster, but like I said, I'll be here to watch. I'll maybe even participate in it or whatnot. Hopefully, not hopefully. One day I will get my content up there and get my subscribers and all that stuff up there. It's all good. All the best to you sides that as well. All the best to all of you in here. You're gonna wrap it up. Yeah, I am gonna wrap it up. I am gonna wrap it up, Tech Beast. Sorry guys. No, it's all good. It's all good because I actually got to get ready to get up out of here. Yeah, that's funny. Thank you, Juice. I appreciate that. Think about the crazy nature of digital storage. Imagine being able to watch George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, Gandhi, and many more online anytime you wanted to. Yeah, no, definitely. Thank you, Juice. I appreciate that. There's so much to be said and had about this. Maybe we need to do a live stream about this, Rebel. But definitely I subscribe to your theory about what's going on. I mean, it's so bars, but I'm not gonna spit no bars. All right, take care, Cav. I appreciate you as well. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate you for being here. I don't know. It's just so much I could say. So much positive. Yeah, no, not Juice. I try to keep it positive. I try to keep it uplifting, upbuilding, because the reality of it is there's so much negativity in the world. There's so many things that going on that's not worth talking about. There's so many things that are not even worth addressing. We don't even need to go there and get into all that. But yeah, happy Friday, everybody. And I'm getting the cues, I'm getting the signals from the chat that it's time to wrap it up. We should explore Rosemary refrigerator next week. We could explore some of it now, but that's just what it is. Saying this is just the fridge, So that's all that is, But anyway, the weekend is here. Yeah, thank you for being this. Yeah, I took you there. I definitely took you there. I guess I'm out. Anyway, spread love. It's the Brooklyn way. Thank you, Rebel. Thank you for everybody that came through. We'll talk again. See you later. Peace. Oh, for dramatic effect, right?